And we're going to be talking about Sonic the Hedgehog. Spoilers. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
We're spoiling it. We're spoiling it all.
We're going to spoil it all.
Because we're also going to be talking about
care.
Birds of Prey.
Yes. Again.
Yeah.
Yay.
But you're going to love it. You guys, I'm sure, look at everybody's seen the title and they're like, ooh, that plays right to my confirmation bias. I'm so into this.
Yeah.
So before we get started, if you want to get in the super chat, we got 3 segments. Probably not going to go too long because I'm on the verge of passing out, but we're going to go for it anyway. So get your super chats. We'll answer them in between segments. Join if you want to get the full podcast by clicking the join button just below this video or going to youtube.com/timcastirl/join. And I don't know. Let's just jump right into it.
I saw a random chat that someone said, "Don't forget to hit record." He already hit record.
I did it.
But thank you, random person.
So earlier today, we had to get some stuff for the new game room we're setting up, and we went really long last night, so I'm super tired. I wake up today, I'm like, gotta work, got very little sleep. Go to Adam's room, knock on the door, and I'm like, hey, you want to go to Blockbuster after I finish? Adam's like,
Blockbuster?
And I'm like,
in Alaska?
But here's what I was thinking. I was like, Blockbuster is 2 words with a B, Best Buy, same colors.
Yeah, same
and
colors.
just, man, I need sleep.
Dude, you need sleep. You know what? Funny enough, you don't look like you need sleep.
I don't know
you
how I'm
sound.
doing it.
You did ask me to go to Blockbuster earlier, and
then I'm just like, oh, geez, man.
funny enough,
I'm
that's
tired.
actually the first place I ever worked at. I still have the shirt and my name tag. That could be a Halloween costume one day.
All right, let's
Should do it.
let's talk about Sonic the Hedgehog. That movie was awesome.
It was awesome. I really
awesome.
enjoyed it. I laughed a lot.
Right off the bat,
good.
I give it a 7, a little bit, maybe 7.5 out of 10.
That's exactly what I would get it on the
It wasn't
IMDb, 7.5.
It's not Lord of the Rings.
No.
It's
Not much is.
but it's Sonic the Hedgehog. I think the stakes were a little low, but it didn't matter. It was about Sonic. It was funny.
It was good. I giggled a lot. I laughed out loud, actually. And not many movies can make me laugh out loud.
So there's going to be spoilers.
You know?
Just so you know, the spoilers. But here's the big story, and we're going to talk about Sonic. We're going to talk about Birds of Prey. We're going to give our review of Sonic. But this is what we got to start with, because this is very, very important. Check this out. From Cosmic Book News, Birds of Prey fans sabotaging Sonic the Hedgehog. This is legit. but I'll tell you why. It's very simple. Forbes. The success of the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie shows that Hollywood needs to listen to gamers.
Boom.
Heavens.
Because gamers, they don't mess around.
And look at
they
this.
have a high quality of stuff they like to play.
Well, they're the customers, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Check this story out. A Birds of Prey hashtag is trending with solid reasons to support Harley Quinn's movie. They changed the name of Birds of Prey.
I know.
Have you ever seen that ever happen before?
Yeah, just with that Edge of Tomorrow movie.
But that's different.
I know. That's because people were confused with the Live, Die, Repeat in the center of the ad, and it looked like that was the name of the movie. So
here's what's happening. Birds of Prey, they decided to make a woke movie.
Yeah, basically.
And they don't listen to the fans. The fans are like, yo, hey, here's what we like. And they're like, nah, we're good. We're going to make a woke movie. And then flops. Sonic the Hedgehog. Yep. Here's why they're sabotaging it. They're really, really mad. Because when Sonic first came out, this is what we were greeted with.
Yikes.
We were greeted with, you ready? Oof.
That is frightening.
And what happened was the fans.
That's nightmarish, yo.
It is. Look at the teeth. What is this?
Yeah,
everybody was like,
honestly, the hands creep me out. They kind of look like mummified hands to me. Have you ever seen a mummified hand? They're creepy.
Look at and it's almost like he's wearing gloves because he's got fingernails under his fur.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
I don't know.
Okay. But anyway, here's what happens.
Yeah, right.
The fans freak out and they say, you got to change this. And it leads to the movie being pushed back, a major and super expensive overhaul.
They rehauled all of it. Yeah.
Yep.
All of the CGI.
And guess what happens?
The movie was great.
The movie does really well.
Yeah.
Look at this over here. Sonic has massive Friday opening of $21 million.
Wow. I didn't know
and
that.
it was good.
It was
really good. Jim Carrey is, I'm going to say it, one of the best villains I have ever seen. Now, mind you, this is a kid's movie.
Yeah, it's a kid's movie.
But Jim Carrey, I don't know how he pulled it off. But when I see a villain in a movie, like when you see Joker in The Dark Knight, I'm like, that's cool Joker. I'm like, oh man, yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah.
Now Jim Carrey, I was like, I want to punch this guy.
Yeah, that's true.
He was so good at being insufferable.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know where he learned how to do this.
Yeah, he's good.
I have no idea.
He's really good. I like Jim Carrey a lot. He's one of my favorites.
He's really annoying on Twitter. That's the point.
I love the first sentence here. Let me read this.
Yeah.
All right, so the few fans, I love it. They call them out right away that there's just a few of them. The few fans of Bird of Prey that exist are actually so triggered by the film's poor performance at the box office that they're attempting to sabotage the opening of this weekend's family-friendly Sonic the Hedgehog movie. It was family-friendly.
PG.
Yeah. It's PG?
Yeah,
so
PG.
All the things I've been reading about these people that are so mad, they're saying it was homophobic.
There was nothing in it. It's insane.
Yeah, I was like, what? What part of the movie? I can't.
No.
I'm still trying to think of
There's
it.
nothing.
I'm trying to
literally nothing.
I'm going through the movie. I'm like, where is it in? No, and none of the tweets are saying like the scene. It's like, what are they talking about?
Spoiler alert. Just so I'm gonna say it a million times. But one of the funniest jokes. It's literally about Olive Garden. Yeah. It is as family friendly as you get, but it was a really good joke.
The turtle just.
Oh, the turtle joke.
The turtle making me laugh. It's not even a joke. It's just he's just shaking.
So in the beginning,
it's actually in the ad.
Intro?
Yeah, you see.
Oh, okay.
You see him running with the
right,
and then you see it fly away, and it's like, oh, that's funny. So I laughed again. Well, go ahead, you tell it.
A car almost hits a turtle, but Sonic saves the turtle.
Yeah, he saves it.
And then he's like, man, it must suck being slow all the time. And the next scene is him running full speed.
Like, this is your best day ever. And just starts running with him.
And the turtle's smiling. But then when he
thinks it's smiling, it's just wind.
Yeah, then he puts the turtle down, the turtle's like shaking.
It's like, oh God.
Dude, it was good. So here's what's crazy. They tried making Birds of Prey woke Deadpool.
Yep.
It was rated R, but it was like for kids. They made all the women frumpy looking.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. And then like you go into all the stores, like walk through the mall, and it's like skimpy, like in teenager stores, like Hot Topic, and they're like all the same outfit that she's got, but like the skimpy version of it. But it's like, who's going and shopping there?
But it was
not adults.
There was like this thing where they were claiming that Birds of Prey was supposed to like desexualize the women and not have them be like objectified or whatever.
Okay.
At the same time, they both infantilized the women and made them extremely frumpy. Somehow they crossed like a grandma and a toddler, like with a really bright colors.
So, but like, here's the point to make as it relates to Sonic. Could you imagine if they were like, people in movies need to be more realistic? That's like been the big trend with woke movies.
Yeah.
Like they got mad that Scarlett Johansson was going to play a trans man, so the movie got canceled.
Really?
Yeah. She was booked to star as a character who was in real life a trans man, but she's female.
Okay.
So they canceled the whole movie. Because they don't want actors, like people were mad that I think who played Dumbledore? Jude Law? Was it Jude Law?
What's Dumbledore?
Dumbledore from Harry Potter.
Oh, I've never seen it. Yeah.
But they were mad that he wasn't that they wanted an actual gay actor.
Oh, okay.
And so now they're like, women shouldn't be attractive in movies because they're objectified. It's like, dude, it's a movie. Could you imagine if Jim Carrey playing Dr. Robotnik was just himself? I mean, he kind of was, but like,
yeah, he was definitely off the rocker.
Have you ever seen the movie The Invention of Lying with Ricky Gervais?
I actually hadn't seen it, but we had talked about it, and I went and saw it.
All right.
So I actually did just recently see that movie.
So in this movie, there like no one can lie. So movies are literally people sitting in chairs reading history.
Right.
Could you imagine?
Yeah,
that's what they want.
I know.
That's what they want. So in Sonic, you have Jim Carrey playing Dr. Robotnik, and he's insane and has this crazy handlebar mustache, and he's really, really awful, and everything he does is like crazy slapstick Jim Carrey.
Yep.
Are we supposed to have him tone it down because in real life he doesn't act that way?
Well, it's not him being objectified in that same sexual manner. I think that's what they're focused on.
All right, I'll put it this way. Imagine you went to go see Captain America.
Okay.
And instead of Chris Evans, they got some like 5'7" fat dad bod guy. And they were like, well, not all men look like that. Captain America. No, dude, he's a superhero.
Well, it's funny because
supposed to be crazy looking.
The first movie, he's this tiny, scrawny dude that can't even get into the army. Right. And then turns him into this like superhuman guy. And it's like, oh, okay. That's like the ideal guy.
But right, so he's super ripped.
So should we?
Nobody complained.
Should we complain?
We should. Let's start a campaign. I demand the next Marvel movie have a dude character who's completely out of shape, covered in sweat, smells bad.
Yeah, that's not gonna go over well.
So, like when you
no
look
one wants to see that.
It's not even about like. Let's look at this photo, right? So look, the women. Well, I'm not gonna comment on. I don't know who this lady is. Is it Rosie Perez? Is that her name? And like the little girl.
I think
or whatever.
so. Yeah.
But like Margot Robbie, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and I don't know who this Jussie Smollett's sister or something.
Yeah,
Journey Smollett. Like they're attractive women,
Mm-hmm.
but it looks like they tried to not make them look very attractive. Because I've seen photos of all of them looking very attractive.
And yet, in the background, you have this bust that's like popping out, and she's almost falling out of her shirt.
It's kind of weird.
So
that they were just
how
like,
is that? I don't
maybe
get it.
maybe they were just rumors, I guess. But I gotta say, there was a couple scenes where I was like,
no, even the cop. What's the cop's name again?
I don't know.
Yeah, Rosie Perez.
Is that her
Okay,
name?
so even near the end of the movie, she's popping out because she's wearing like a corset. She's like, oh yeah, that corset's the best one. Yeah, wear that. And then she puts it on, and that's all she's wearing, and it's just
But
like her busting out. So like, how are they not upset about that?
There were like feminists on Twitter saying the reason Birds of Prey didn't do well is because they didn't sexualize the women, and all the young boys didn't want to see women. It's like, wait, hold on. Yes, technically yes. Like when I go to see
There's no denying that.
No, because when I go to see a movie, like I'm not going to a movie to see real life.
Right. I'm going to see something out of the norm.
So like
something extraordinary.
And I'll tell you this. I want my Captain America 6 foot tall and super ripped, Chris Evans.
Yeah.
I don't want a frumpy fat dude playing Captain America.
Exactly.
And it's not because I'm sexually attracted to the man. I'm not. It's because superheroes are fit, top tier peak humans.
Yeah, exactly.
And the women don't have to be like, I don't know, Hooters girls.
Right.
But they look good. They look fit, toned. They have nice bodies.
Wonder Woman is a good example.
Yeah, Gal Gadot's amazing.
She's
Perfect.
not overly sexualized. They even like cover it a little bit, but even when she's wearing her trench coat like investigative gear,
she looks good.
She looks so great.
Because it's not about making them sex objects. It's about making them look good.
Yeah.
And like there are things that make women look good and men look good.
I mean that's not what I was focused on in the movie. What bothered me about the movie was just how overtly like not realistic it was, and not in the comic book manner. It was just, it's like they never read a comic book at all.
Never read a comic.
That's what it felt like.
No, it's like a dude, a male feminist read a feminist blog and then made a movie based on what he read. I swear to God.
Yeah.
But let's get back to Sonic.
Okay, yeah.
Because I want to read.
True.
So, look, there's not a whole lot to say about the movie in terms of like a review. But
they're making up. Let's get to these tweets, man. Let's just talk about it. We can't show them. That's fine. But we can talk about it, right?
Right. It's because one of the tweets says one of the YouTube naughty words.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
we can't bring it up. But
No. We can say what they said.
No.
It's easy.
Oh, okay.
Let's read.
Well, all right. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's pull
I
up
don't know where we're at here.
So it says Twitter user LS Mark took screenshots of some of the tweets noting Birds of Prey fans seeing the Sonic movie as a threat to their dumb Harley Quinn movie flopping at the box office, and trying to spread lies about the Sonic movie to make people not want to see it is the funniest thing I've seen in a while.
It's insane.
Check this out. So in these screenshots, and there's worse than this. There's like other threads. Basically, it's a bunch of copy and paste bots.
Yep, exactly.
Or it's just like a campaign saying homophobic jokes.
Yeah, they're saying
dropping, slurs.
This one says they have homophobic slurs throughout the whole movie.
Absolutely not true.
Throughout the whole movie. What? We were sitting there. There had to be probably like 15 kids.
We're like the only adults in there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was parents all around us with their kids. Like I was sitting next to like a 12-year-old. It's just like he was like the whole time like, this movie is so great.
It was good.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
So
I didn't see any of that.
I'll say something really quick about it. The stakes of the film are not world-ending. I prefer grander, more epic tales. But it was Sonic's personal struggle, him fighting a villain, his friend, him making a friend.
Yeah.
There were a bunch of funny jokes in it. Very, very family friendly. Like I kid you not.
Totally.
The last joke was seriously good, and it was about Olive Garden because it was a product placement joke.
That one really, I was sitting next to you. You were definitely laughing.
Dude, it was great. It's like the last joke, and I'm like, they nailed it. They could have done a few things that would have made the movie better, in my opinion. I think the movie should have started with Robotnik.
Yeah.
And it should have started with his issue, and that would have given a better motivation as to why Sonic was under threat and why Robotnik was after him.
You're totally right. They definitely introduced him a little late.
Right.
Like,
and
as an afterthought.
So you've seen the trailer. They've already shown this part, so it's not a big spoiler. But there's a sonic boom, and then an energy wave, and then the military's like, "You're not suggesting who I think you're suggesting," and then they call in Robotnik.
Well, we don't have any other choice but to bring him in, and they're like, "Yes, we do," and he's like, "Nope, we're doing it."
So this is in the trailer.
Okay.
This is in the trailer too, where Sonic says, "People are always after my powers."
Right.
So that should have been Robotnik's motivation.
Yeah.
It only kind of was.
Right. Well, it seemed like it was, but you didn't realize it until after he I don't. Are we spoiling? I don't know. He found the quill. That's not really that spoiling.
No,
that much,
that's all in the trailer too.
Yeah, he found a piece of the quill and like was able to access some of Sonic's powers, and because of that, he's like, oh, I can do this machine that I've been wanting to build. And
and there was a slot in the machine perfectly for a quill.
Well, he probably designed that.
But it should have. The movie should have started with Robotnik saying like, I don't have a strong enough power source for my machines.
Right.
And then after Sonic did the Sonic Boom, he should have said whatever that was, and then insisted the military let him in.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm pulling hairs, man. The movie was good. The movie was good. It was fun. At no point was I bored. Had no like with Birds of Prey. Like I thought there was a point where I thought a commercial was gonna play.
Yeah. And
like
Birds
in
of
my
Prey,
mind,
it was embarrassing. Like I'm a guy. I'm a guy. I admit that I'm a guy, and
so you confess.
I confess I'm a man. And throughout that whole movie, I was just like cringing, like, oh, guys, every single guy I know wouldn't do this. Now I'm not.
Every man was.
I'm
evil.
not saying that it doesn't happen. I'm sure it does in random instances,
bro. I love that Olive Garden joke.
The Olive Garden,
was so well done.
Garden, man.
It caught me off guard.
It did. Yeah. I heard it. I heard it in your giggle.
I'm just gonna say it because I'm sure at this
whatever.
point. So just so you know, turn it off now if you don't hear the joke. But basically, at the end of the movie, the military goes to give them like a thank you.
Yeah.
Like
he hands them an envelope. Like
for keeping everything under wraps because basically Robotnik was blowing up like monuments and stuff and killing people.
He blew up the pyramids.
He blew up cars
Sphinx.
with people.
He blew up the Sphinx.
Right. So he was like, this is for keeping everything quiet. We're gonna give you this. And then James Marsden's like, what is it? And he goes, you'll see. And he's like, and he opens it and it's a gift card to Olive Garden. And he goes, the way you said that, I thought it was going to be something better. I just loved it because it was like very self-deprecating.
And then the general's like, have you tried their possibles?
It's great.
Come on.
I thought it was going to be something like after all that. But here, let's read some more of this Birds of Prey Cosmic Book news. They say Birds of Prey fans are toxic SJWs. Checking out the tweets from the toxic Birds of Prey movie fans who make up a vocal minuscule, shows they are attempting to curb conservative fans and families' desire to see Sonic. It's not conservatives. As the conservative audience was blamed by Deadline for not supporting Birds of Prey. Oh, okay. Simply because it was female-centric. No, we went and saw it on, when did we see it on Thursday?
We saw it opening night.
Preview night.
Yeah.
And like all the seats were open.
It was crazy. We got good seats.
We tried to see Sonic on opening night.
There was probably like 10 people total, including all three of us. There's three of us. Yeah.
We tried seeing Sonic on opening night. We couldn't do it. It was full.
Yep.
So we had to wait, and then we ended up getting seats off to the side. They weren't really bad, and this was, I think,
they were good.
Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Did it go Saturday?
Yeah.
And it was good. But I don't even think it's necessarily fair to try and claim it's all about conservatives. But let's get to the big threat and the reason why they're doing this. It's because the studios listened to the fans, and they made money because of it.
Yep.
That is the biggest threat to the ideology of these weirdos on Twitter. Because let me pull up this article. A Birds of Prey hashtag is trending with solid reasons to support Harley Quinn's movie. Think about how insane that is. Here's how I put it. I love using ice cream analogies for business. Imagine you walked into an ice cream shop and you went, I'm a big fan of chocolate ice cream. I would like a scoop, please. And they went, we don't have chocolate, but we do have broccoli. And you were like, I'm not going to buy that. So they started screaming at you and calling you a bigot and a hateful moron, and then give you a list of reasons why you should eat that broccoli ice cream, even though it's bad.
This feels like it kind of reminds me of that friend you have that's in a band, and that they're like trying to convince you to like come see the band, and your friend is a singer, but you've heard them sing.
They're bad.
Not good. They're not a good singer.
But you have to go.
And they're like, no. But this is come support the band. Like it's gonna be good. We've been practicing, and you heard them practice like a week before, and they're like still bad.
But it's for moral support.
You have all of the other friends that are going, oh man, this is the best band ever. They're so good. Like you guys should all come see the show. And everyone's like, we saw the show last week and it was terrible. Like why would we want to see it?
So it reminds me of Futurama when they go to the Amazonian planet.
Okay.
And then
Snoo.
Yeah, they see they're playing basketball.
Yeah.
And they're like, this where female Amazonian play basketball. They no can dunk, but good fundamental. And then Fry and Brannigan start laughing, and Bender start laughing. And then when they bring it to the next one, they were like, they laughed at our basketball. Did you explain good fundamental? They laugh anyway. Like, They want you to go see something that is not good.
Yeah, the movie itself was not good.
Why don't people want to see it? Dude, people don't like this stuff.
Yeah, people don't like bad movies.
It's
just because it was a bad movie. It has nothing to do with any of this other stuff you're making up.
So they try and smear Sonic.
Now I'm the bad guy because I simply think it's a bad movie. It's like, no, I'm not.
But
I'm trying to help my fellow moviegoers.
Think about how crazy
don't see it.
Think about how crazy the world will be based on how they view it. Like, you don't go see movies to be entertained. You go for a moral obligation to support their idea.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, what does this work?
Yeah.
Dude.
I don't want to work.
Yeah, me neither. I'm going to sit back and laugh at the blue hedgehog thing spinning around on the ground and eating chili dogs or whatever. It's silly fun. I want to laugh.
Yeah.
I don't want you go here and you're like, I'm doing my good duty. You're bored.
I was
Your time is being wasted.
I wasn't even really, I mean, half the time I was just like messing around on my phone. I was bored. It was pretty boring.
I wanted to pull up my phone, but I was like, it reminds me of some other movies too, like The Last Jedi. I have this meme. I'm going to show you this meme. Just pull this meme up.
It's funny.
Which meme?
The screen.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
So I brought this meme up last time. It's amazing. For those that aren't familiar with Dragon Ball Z, there's in the Saiyan saga, Goku is fighting Vegeta. They're two characters, and Goku is worried about collateral damage, so he says, "Let's take this somewhere where there's less people." So the meme, it says, "Let's fight somewhere empty," and then below it, they're in the theater watching Birds of Prey. They're fighting in the theater for Birds of Prey because nobody went. I gotta say though, I am kind of happy. You know why?
Why?
I'm not one of these big, diehard fans of like a particular gaming culture or anything like that. Mm-hmm. And so I know a lot more fans are really, they're much more concerned about this than I am.
Okay.
Like for me, it's like, you made Birds of Prey. I don't care. But you know what? Birds of Prey could have been good. Yeah. Actually, I'm sorry, a Harley Quinn movie could have been good.
Wait, we're actually dead naming the movie. It's
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn now. Right. It's not Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey.
The Emancipation of blah, blah, blah.
Whatever. I think Birds of Prey as a comic was feministy.
Yeah.
And that's why they're going to make it.
Okay.
They could have just done Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
And it could have been DC's version of Deadpool.
Yeah. I wish they did.
I agree.
No Bird of Prey. Like, let her have her own movie. But they tried to squeeze all this random nonsense into it.
That's why they changed the name.
It became like a jarble of...
They changed the name from Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Terrible name. They changed it because fans, so they're kind of doing the same thing too. Mm-hmm. Like, so they changed the name because fans were like, it's not a Bird of Prey movie. Yep. And people were complaining that Cassandra Cain is supposed to be mentally disabled.
Right.
And they took that away.
Yep.
So now people are like, "What are you doing? You're ableism erasing or whatever it's called."
So they're listening to the fans. Who knew?
But they're not really fans. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's true.
The fact they view the movie as more of a moral duty instead of something to enjoy shows the real problem.
Yeah.
Could you imagine like creating a product that's not to be used for any real purpose? Like I almost imagine it like this. Imagine
that's not what the world needs.
No, but look at it this way. Like when I buy a wrench,
okay,
I need to, wrench something.
I need to wrench something.
Yes. When I buy a screwdriver, I need to drive a screw.
Yeah.
But imagine if there was a company and you like went to Walmart and it was like a very important feminist tool and it was like a weird mishmash block. Yeah. And it was like, it does nothing.
Wait, I think I understand this. So that you're talking about something that is like to be seen and never ever used.
It's like a functionless product.
It's like a decorative pillow, Timothy.
Right.
It's like a decorative towel. These things that girls use.
No.
How's it different?
No, because those serve a purpose. If I get a decorative pillow or a painting or a piece of art, that makes sense. It serves a function.
That's
I'm
true.
saying
it's adding color to
imagine
the room.
you walk into Walmart and you see an object and you're like, that's gross. I don't know what that is. And they say, yes, but you have to buy it because the company is feminist.
You don't even get a choice. Okay.
And it does nothing. It's unappealing. It's actually miserable to look at, but it supports feminism.
Ah, so and you have to put it on your front lawn so
that's
everyone
what this
can see it.
Right. That's what this article is. Reasons to support the movie. What? Why? It's a bad movie.
I've never ever seen this before.
Make a good movie.
Make a good movie, and people will just naturally support it.
And I think we beat the horse to death, and we can wrap it up by saying, Sonic was
good, success.
But it was them listening to the fans when the fans said this dude is gross, fix it, and they said okay. So what happened now is one of the responses to this whole narrative, like the one that we're talking about, is but it was literally the same movie. The jokes were the same. The writing was the same. They just changed animations. And it's like kind of like the frumpy women in Harley Quinn could have been made not frumpy.
Right.
Right?
Like you
So
didn't
they
have
changed
to,
the aesthetic.
You didn't have to overtly sexualize them. That's not what we're saying. But not like have it be more like the superhero.
Yeah, their costumes were trash.
That we think of in our head like superhero. You envision like I want to say something.
It's just being cool.
People, that are just
like
out there.
At the end of the
taking
movie,
names.
At the end of the movie, Huntress's costume looked like a jumpsuit from a thrift store.
I can't even remember that scene. I know they're like all walking together and they're all kind of wearing similar outfits, but I can't picture it. It wasn't memorable to me.
So Huntress is wearing a blue jumpsuit.
Right, that jumpsuit.
And I'm like, what is this?
I know, yeah.
It was really weird.
Yeah.
Like Katniss Everdeen in Hunger Games looked good.
Yeah.
She was not objectified.
No, not at all. It
And
was like an awesome like woodsman like outfit. It was
cool.
It
was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
But not in Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
It was like what's the Halloween store?
Yeah.
Is it called the Halloween store?
I think it is. Yeah.
They like pop up every Halloween.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like they bought their costumes from there. And I'm being serious.
I know, yeah.
It looked like they were $10 costumes.
Yeah, true.
So
well, anyway, Sonic was great.
Yeah, I recommend it.
Thanks for listening to the fans. That's awesome.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Because that picture is horrifying with those weird little teeth.
Oh my gosh. It would have been a different movie.
They made money. I'm excited for a sequel.
Yeah, me too.
I can confirm Tails is in the mid-credit scene.
Yep, that's true.
Voiced by the OG Tails voice actress. And I'm stoked. I hope they do in the next one. So basically, Robotnik ends up in this mushroom planet.
Right.
And his mustache is all big. Robotnik, he shaves his head.
It's great.
And then it's funny. He's like, a normal man would be dead by now. I'll be home by Christmas.
I'll be home by Christmas.
Yeah. It was good. It was good. Jim Carrey was great.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And then he starts going and like walking like an idiot.
Like a robot.
Right. And then, but I really hope they do the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah,
in the next movie.
It's gonna happen.
And I want to see Supersonic, where he turns gold, and that would be awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Very Dragon Ball Z like.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Rad. Well, check it out. Thanks for checking out this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. We're live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. And if you want to catch the full recorded podcast, which doesn't appear in these clips, make sure you join by clicking the button down below, become a member, and then go to the community tab of this YouTube channel, and you can see all of our full episodes. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you want to get more clips like this. Thanks for hanging out, and we will see you all in the next show.